Hey yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome to Ring Gang Radio. We got a special edition. Your boy King P, Bodega Boxing in the building. You know, I'm gonna be your host tonight. You know, we doing it straight up Bodega Banter style. You know what I'm saying? Your boy from New York. If you know anything about New York, we got bodegas, and bodegas are like the realest place you can go to. They keep it raw in the bodega, so we're gonna keep it raw here on Bodega Banter. So, Ring Gang Radio in the building. So, you know what I'm saying? I got my man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Yo, what it do? LB, Lauderdale Boss, Shuttleworth the God, the GOAT artist. So it was CreatorRingGangRadio.com in the building. Yeah.
That's what it is. My boy LB, GOAT artist. He always gonna talk that raw talk. So he perfect for this, you know, Bodega Banter. Cause my boy, if he was in New York, he'd fit right in with the bodega. You know what I'm saying? He keep it too raw. So you know what it is. So let's get it, LB. You know, and I got my other man with me. You know what I'm saying? Introduce yourself, my guy.
It was foul. It was fly. It's your boy Conscious Pod, aka the West Coast Avenger, #1 contender, preparing for liftoff. Let's get it, man. Ringing Radio.
That's what it is. My guy Pilot, always fly high, 30,000 feet and above. You know what I'm saying? The fly is the fly. You know. So, saying, but first edition of Bodega Banter. So we about to, you know, touch on a couple of topics. But first topic we want to talk about is we're gonna recap yesterday's fights, and we're gonna start off with the fight that everybody wanted 7 years ago, and and now we finally get it in 2022 when nobody really cared anymore. But I mean, I guess they still cared, and that is one Amir Khan versus Kell Brook. Damn, 7 years later. I know LB's like, see, this is what you get for marinating shit.
Damn, we can get Hatton with it on the co-main.
Yeah, go all the way with the marinating if you don't go that far.
Yeah.
But I mean, the shit sold out within like 10 minutes, so the UK fans wanted to see that. So they was happy about that. So, you know what I'm saying?
It was a little rough, man. Like, it's like people were split.
that is true. A lot of people some people was gonna watch it just for the fuck of it, because you know, they was playing it up, you know, and the pre-fighting it, because Kell Brook had no love lost for Amir Khan. You know what I'm saying? That man,
you
not
know,
like
just being all condescending as fuck.
like it seemed like Kell was like Kell was rent free. Amir was rent free in Kell's head. Like, he just wanted some acknowledgement. He just wanted Khan to acknowledge him.
He beat the damn acknowledgement out of him.
There we go. So we're gonna touch on that. But first, before then, we had a dope women's fight, because you know what I'm saying, you know, Ring Gang Radio supports women's boxing, and King P is a big advocate of women's boxing. So, you know what I'm saying, we always want to see women in fisticuffs, and boy did we see some fisticuffs. Fisticuffs with that.
Oh yeah.
Girl,
It's bad at shorty. Like,
yeah, Natasha Jonas against Chris Namus in 2 rounds, and bam, bing, bang, bang, out of there. So
bing bong bong.
Like, wasted no time. And Jonas is a very good fighter. I'm still to this day kind of upset that she didn't get the nod, you know, against Terry Harper, because she got fucked as far as I'm concerned. So, you know what I'm saying, her resume would look way better with that. But, you know, I guess Baumgartner can be happy about that. But, you know,
title a long time ago.
Yup. So I'm and she gave Katie Taylor a good fight, even in a loss. That was a good showing from her. So, you know, Jonas is a very good fighter. So it was good to see her, you know, get a title, because she deserved it. So, but that was a dope one. And then, of course, the main event, man. Everybody wanted to see it. Yeah, everybody wanted to see what would happen. The fuckery, and Khan versus Brook, and we got it. You know what I'm saying? Started off, you know, dope atmosphere. Everybody was ready for it, and then once it started, Khan came out. You know, he was boxing him a little bit. You know, first 2 minutes doing well, and then all of a sudden, as we know, that right hand hit, and bam, Khan's Bambi legs, and that's the story of it. I asked yesterday, I'm like, is there any fighter where one punch can change their whole game more than Amir Khan? Like, I can't think of one. Like, he'll be boxing good.
I don't think there is.
That's what I'm saying.
Like early on the fight before he got rocked, Khan had a couple inside overhands that landed on Brook pretty well. Or am I tripping? Did you guys see that?
No. He was landing
with Brook, actually. He was getting with Brook, but the thing is, it's like he could land 3 punches. Brook would just land one decent shot, and it's like Khan would feel like he took 3 punches. Like
yeah, because his punch resistance is shit, and Brook's obviously the more natural. He's accomplished at welterweight.
And really that was the tale of the fight. It was like Khan would be doing fine. Khan was boxing him up because Brook was kind of annoying because he was just loading up shots, and it was just like there was nothing
to
him.
It took him a while to start fucking boxing.
Yeah, he was just loading up, but it works because he's gonna land, and Khan's not gonna take it well, and punch resistance isn't there, so you can get away with it because it's Khan. Like I was joking around, I said, I remember Wilder once said, my opponents have to be perfect for the whole fight. I just have to be perfect for 10 seconds. It's the inverse. It's the inverse for Khan. Khan has to be perfect for one whole round. His opponent just has to be good for 30 seconds.
His opponent only has to be good for 1 punch.
Yes.
Khan gotta be perfect for like 36 minutes.
Yeah. Because a lot of those rounds
is real. Like wow.
A lot of those rounds, it was just like Khan was boxing and doing well, and then 30 seconds at the end of the fight, Brook was stealing rounds.
Brook was stealing rounds, and the thing is, he was stealing big because he would rock Khan. So it's like it's not like Khan is like rocking Kell Brook during the 2.5 minutes he's winning. Like he might buzz Brook, but he doesn't like make you be like, oh shit, like damn, Brook about to fall or Brook hurt. Like he don't give you that effect, and so Brook will just be like, all right, last 30 seconds come. Oh, Khan's against the ropes. Like oh shit. Then Khan is stumbling around, Bambi on ice, roller skate, whatever the fuck you want to call it. So big difference, man. Like,
and it's like Khan's been past it. He ain't been a champion since 2011, and I mean, his hand speed, because that was a saving grace. His hand speed, and that seemed to be a little diminished as well,
I mean, he still had the hand speed, but it's the damn foot speed. He don't know what to do. It's like his feet never be under him when he punched. So it's like he be leaning forward, like shit. Like Khan needed to throw that. Brook needed to throw that uppercut he landed on Golovkin. He would have like killed Khan.
The thing is that like even with the hand speed, like Khan has always had the hand speed, and it's still there. Like he still has pretty fast hands.
Yeah. His hands were looking faster than Brook actually.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
The problem is even like, and LB's completely right with the foot speed. But not only that, it's that like with Khan, my issue with Khan has always been he has hand speed, but he's so predictable. He doesn't switch it up. It's the same speed. Once you get it down, it's there. He doesn't switch it up.
Yeah, once you time it. Yeah.
The original Turbo.
Yeah, he's the original Turbo Fist. He's more Turbo Fist than Gary Russell.
Every punch is like a 10 speed. Like it's 10 speed, 10 speed, 10 speed. 10 speed.
You don't dial it back. You don't dial it back like you should. Like you should at times.
Yep.
Yeah, it's never no 6s, 7s, 8s, or 9s. It's just the same fastball every time.
Absolutely. And after the 4th round, I think everybody knew where this was going. It wasn't going to last much longer. And then come 6th round, ref waved it off, and I think nobody was surprised or upset about that because that was a mercy. That was a mercy stop.
I'm trying to remember if Pat picked the 6th round. I know I picked the 4th, but I'm not 100% sure if Pat picked the 6th round. But I don't think no one saw the fight going past 6 rounds.
Well, Khan's been stopped all 6 of his fights. 3 of them has been knocked. This is the 3rd one in the 6th round, so kind of a pattern there.
Yeah, he's just not durable, and it's just like he's a typical front runner. He's great the first couple of rounds, and then after that, it's you know where it's going. Yeah. So I don't think anybody thought it was going to go the full 12. So
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Is there somebody that couldn't knock Khan out right now? Like, I feel like he should retire. Like, he would get bodied if he fight anybody else. Like,
that's why people want him. That's why Conor Benn was calling him out, because he knew that's the most easiest knockout you could get. They want him for a highlight. Like, it got to the point where,
talking about Khan. I know he's the one. He was calling out Brook, right?
What?
Conor Benn. What's Bomac's record if you don't include Bud for his fighters?
Oh Lord! Like,
every situation different too, man.
Yeah,
I didn't think Bomac was a good fit with Khan. I don't know why. I don't know. I mean, I get it, doing something different, but that's just not a good fit for Khan.
Man, Khan was always his best with Freddie Roach. Like, you need to have this man in super shape to fucking take punches and to speed box for 12 rounds. All that thinking shit he be trying to do, and the passive boxing he does sometimes when he was with Virgil Hunter, that shit just ain't working, man.
Yeah, no, it's not. Yeah, I agree. Roach was always his best fit because he's always an offensive guy, so use his best skill sets offensively. I felt like Virgil Hunter was kind of nullifying his best attributes. So
yeah,
but
Virgil Hunter's a great coach. It's just, I don't think he was a fit for him. Like, Khan is a guy, he need to be throwing like 80 punches around. At least 60, and 40 of those punches are gonna be jabs and getting the right hand that hit you eventually, and then he open up, bada bing, bada boom type shit. Like, and it's like he was trying to do that with Brook, but Brook would start slipping the jab, and then he would catch Khan with left hooks, right hands. Like, it's not only Khan durability is low, it's the boxing IQ. Like,
I agree.
Great.
Yeah, I mean, his chin's always out for the open, and his chin's obviously, paper, so that's not a good combo.
You gotta hide it, man. Corey Spence ain't have to get his chin either, but his defense was way better.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's like for natural ability wise. Yeah, Khan should have been a much better responsible defensively than than we have seen his career pan out to be.
It's just like, for me, it came down to like, okay, there's ways that you can go about it. Like, okay, we know you don't have the best punch resistance, but like he would just try to fight through it, and it was just like, clinch, do something instead of just shaking Bambi legs and then trying to fight back, and it's not gonna work.
He would just push you off of him, like, ask Lamont Peterson.
Yeah, yeah.
It was actually fucking annoying too, like I don't know, like, that's why when people on Twitter was talking about, when some people will refer to him as a master boxer, I'll just be like, the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it's not like people keep saying, well, he wins all the rounds and boxes people up before the knockout. I'm like, no, he doesn't. Like, what are you guys watching? He won every minute. He won every minute.
Fast, uncoordinated hands and feet.
He won every minute of the Danny Garcia fight before the lucky punch. Like, that shit annoys me.
In boxing was that shit right there. Like, niggas make it seem like he was putting his foot in Danny Garcia's ass, and Danny Garcia just, swung for the fences with his eyes closed. Like,
nah, I rewatched that fight. Yeah, Garcia. I rewatched that fight recently. Just watched the build up for it. Yeah, Garcia was winning that fight pretty handily.
I watched it live, and I saw what was coming. Like, anybody with eyes knew that was coming. Like,
Khan was winning, but it was just one of those matter of time winnings. And the thing is, he was just outlanding Garcia by a little bit. Like, Garcia was keeping up with him. So, and if you're fighting a counterpuncher type of fight with a guy like Khan, you're gonna get tagged. Like, you try walking down Khan, you're not just gonna just. He's not good. I mean, with his fast hands and shit, like, who has not been hit by Khan trying to knock him out? Like, come on.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. So you're gonna punch with him and you're gonna get it. So But
I'll wait till he jumps in right on with you and then punch.
We already know where it's going. So, I think it's safe to say that I think it's time for Khan to honestly just hang it up. I don't think he has really much left. Like, what, he's just going to be cannon fodder for everyone now? Like, I don't know. I really don't have interest in seeing Khan again. Brook, unfortunately, and, credit to Brook, he got the win he always wanted. He's happy. He's coming. He's now, he felt good. The problem is now he might have kind of just done himself a disservice because now he's going to have everybody chomping at the bits for him. And we already see that with Mr. Chris Eubank Jr. calling him out on Twitter, and he wants that fight now. So it's like
bringing up Triple G and shit. Come on, man. This.
Yeah, how you go from Triple G to now he's like, because you took the Triple G fight from me.
That was stupid.
I'm a grown man take a fight from you. Like, what did he do?
Yeah, and he's like
your hand or something. Like, he took your contract. Like,
but there are some interesting matchups though. I think I was like, Danny Garcia would be a good matchup for one. Maybe 154 or something, or maybe like a Josh.
Kell Brook 154 with Danny Garcia. That's actually a good matchup.
It would be an interesting matchup. We just don't know. Like, we know Khan has nothing left, but I'm still wondering how much Brook actually has left.
He's got one more.
Brook has more left. Khan. Hold on, what did you say? Can you say it louder?
I was gonna say, I think Brook's got one more big fight in him.
Yeah, but it depends, man. It's like if you put him on the little, part-time, tour, get him in there with Danny Garcia at 154, you can have a good little fight. Yeah, I mean, it's somebody at a measured pace,
okay.
Fighting at a different weight class. But if you put him in there with like a Conor Ben, like one of these young bucks, nah.
He can't even make 147 anymore. Because his fight was a catch weight. He was 149 for this fight. It was a catch weight.
Yeah, the thing he can't even make welterweight no more. So that's why the 154 matchup. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing, even though it's kind of 4 years late, him versus Thurman would still be a fight I'd watch, even though,
Thurman will hurt this dude. Are you fucking kidding me? Like,
yeah, no, Thurman would knock him out. Or Thurman might knock him out.
Thurman don't knock Brook out, then it's like, I'm going to just be like, Thurman, stop. Like, come on. This is the thing. Khan was rocking, like, he buzzed Brook. I mean, he buzzed Brook a couple times. Like, I think
early, in the first round, when he got inside and landed a couple like overhand rights or a couple hooks. I don't know. It looked like he got Brook stunned a little bit early before Brook took over.
If Thurman lines up one of those right hands, like, nah, he gonna do way more damage than Khan.
All right, what do you think about? Okay, how about this? What about Kell Brook versus a Tony Harrison?
Tony Harrison are working.
Okay, I use Tony Harrison as a measuring stick because a lot of people are they feel like Tony Harris, they're down on Tony Harrison. I want to see how down people are on Tony. That's why I floated that out.
Yeah, that's a good matchup. That's a good matchup. I've heard Josh Taylor, if he moves to 147, it would be a matchup too. But I don't know. I mean, I think Brook, even if he can make welterweight, he's a good test for somebody who you think might be a credible 147 fighter.
Nah, you want him to get his ass whipped by one of these young guns. Money fight with somebody, like, damn, man. Pilot be wanting niggas to get murked out here.
I'm okay with Brook versus Eubank because it makes sense with them both being.
Nah, I'm not okay with that. First of all, look, Eubank low key is doing the same shit Munguia is doing, but the difference is Eubank, we don't really care that much with Eubank, and it's like we've seen him at the world level, fight someone on the world elite level, and we saw his limitations. So if he wants to just jump around and take whatever random fights, fine. And you know, he doesn't have to fight for a title if he don't want to. He can do this little spin-off bullshit fights. Cool. But don't try to damn avoid like regular contenders, regular contenders or champions in your division to fight a guy who's at 154 and you know it's past it as fuck.
That's a fair.
I would take Munguia versus Eubank over that trash ass fight.
Well, Eubank's one middleweight, right? I mean, that's where he's fought at.
That's what I'm saying. And like, he's supposed to be in this. Like, come on, like, this is a guy who fought at super middleweight, and y'all want to beat on Brook.
That's wild.
We got a comment. Shout out to Joshua O. My guy fucks with you. Says, I want to see Ben versus Taylor when he eventually has to move up to 147. That's a big UK fight.
Oh, that's a big fight, especially if the title on the line. Shit, yeah.
Yeah, Conor Ben versus Josh Taylor. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
that's definitely a big UK fight, and that's why I kind of had just put out the Eubank and Brook thing, because it is a UK thing. But I get what you're saying, LB. I mean, that does make like
it's honestly it's a bad. The fight's almost as bad as Broner Brook, maybe even worse. Like, come on, you don't need to. Like, he should be fighting guys like the Maurice Hookers, who's injured, you know, unfortunately, but guys who are still kind of active in their prime, you know, former champs.
Shit, I mean, where Regis Prograis should be begging for that fight. Low key.
Exactly. And Prograis didn't need to go ahead and move up to 147 anyway.
Facts.
He keeps draining himself to fucking 140. Like,
there is no Prograis weight. No, you're not gonna do catch weights. Like, you don't have the
144.
Yeah, you're not Broner. You're not Canelo. You don't have
the clout for that.
Swag, the name, none of that to be doing that shit.
But yeah, I mean, how he begs for a Tank fight and an AB fight, like go for a Brook fight, because that's a winnable fight for you, you know, and he's still a name.
Yeah, we'll see. It's gonna be interesting how things unfold. But you know what I'm saying?
Gotta be picky. That's all. He can't just take anything.
I agree, and I still, you know, I've always, you know, the eye injuries have always been something that I've never overlooked. It's always like eye injuries just don't go away. So you don't want a guy that's gonna potentially bring those issues back up and break that man's face permanently. I'm sorry. I've always, you know, when somebody hurts their eye, I'm already thinking about that long term, and it happens again. So I don't know. Brook does have to be careful. So we'll see how things go going forward. But for now, he can enjoy that he got the win that he wanted in the grudge match, and that chapter is closed. And
honestly, when you look at Khan's face, oh my goodness, like he took a beating and a half.
Yes, I saw the picture of what his face looked like. Damn, I can't remember the last time I seen Khan like roughed up like that in the face.
That bad. Yeah, but at least he finished on his feet, right?
Yeah, but by the grace of the refs. Like, we all knew where that was going. So, you know what I'm saying? This ain't.
Everybody in the back of their head was on some like. So I see. This is why Khan avoided this fight so much.
Basically.
Yeah. I mean, we just had to say it. I know people just dancing around it, but yeah.
I always kind of had a feeling that Khan always looked at the Brook fight as his in case of emergency break glass fight. It was always going to be there. So he was in no rush to fight him.
And the sad part is he would have had a legit better shot at beating Brook if he would have been closer to his prime. Because he could have actually survived the moments where Brook is just trying to load up. He could have really outboxed Brook.
Yeah. I mean, he's
now like this fight. You see him taking the Brook fight after Algieri. I'm sorry, after the Canelo fight, he was always gonna get brutalized.
Who you think's more accomplished in their career between Brook and Khan?
Are they gonna say Khan?
I mean, you have to say Khan.
You say Khan, right? But I mean, 147 Brook, obviously. But,
Yeah,
the work of the 140.
but Khan's 140 run was better than Brook's 147.
Oh yeah,
runs.
all day. Yeah.
So
Yeah, because Brook 147 run, his best win is Porter, but
Taking Porter,
he first got to beat him, and had the ugliest fight with him.
Yeah, outside of that fight, like all of his like,
Dude, he needed fights for Carson Jones.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I mean, he had a good fight with the Spence fight was a good fight, but Spence hurt him so badly, and he was never the same after that. He was never the same after Golovkin, but after Spence, it was he put the chalk down. That was done. He was done. So, but that
definitely called way better ops. Like, he's gonna have he's had the better career. It's just Brook was always a bad matchup for him.
Yeah, it's bigger, stronger.
It's like Hagler Hearns. Like, most people we're gonna say Hearns had the better career, but Hagler kept it so close, man. And then he has that win over him.
Yep. So, but I will say, I think we're all happy about that. That chapter is closed. So, Conor Brook's closed. We can move on from that.